morning. It is Thursday, Vlogmas Day 3. I have some yummy coffee here. Oh, did a little bit too much. I have the holiday blend from Starbucks with some of the peppermint mocha nut pods. Look how good those foam up. It is amazing. Remember how I said I didn't know if I had any of this white chocolate mocha syrup that I ordered the other day? I already did. It was in the back of my cabinet. So I added some of that to that. So, yum. I need this. I have 5 minutes to pop on and talk to you. Advent calendar time. So I'm gonna drop it. So we're gonna open up number 3, which I just found. I think the reason why these numbers are so hard for me to find is because they say 0 in front of them. Okay, I don't think I've ever tried this one. I can usually tell by the color. That's what I'm judging by, not the name, because I can't remember all those names. But this is like a really pretty dark gray color, which, spoiler alert, we're gonna try to save money and paint our house next summer. And the color we wanna do is a dark charcoal gray with black accents and white accents and maybe a red door. I'm trying to talk my husband into like a red door. Anyway, so that's really pretty. Okay, Ispirazione Roma. No idea if I said that right. So we may or may not have that later. I've never tried that one, so actually I probably will want to try it for sure. Last night I was so proud of myself because I got today's video that posted, edited, and uploaded, and I just forgot to make it go live because I did all that before I went to bed. I worked on my lantern that I'm trying to repurpose. Today we were making muffins at lunchtime. I forgot. I want to share with you kind of an idea I have for like a muffin. It's a muffin recipe and I'm totally winging it. I don't have anything else to go by. I just got a couple of products. One of them I found at Marshall's and one was sent to me. And I thought, how can I combine these to make these a fun treat? And of course, if you don't have these products, I can give you some alternatives to how to do it as well. But anyway, we're gonna do that at lunchtime. I forgot about that. And then I'll just do any editing. I have a ton of editing, y'all, a ton. I have 2 crafting videos. I have a slew of dinners I have to do. I probably have enough to do 2 what's for dinner videos. So I need to do the voiceovers for those. So today may be just a working YouTube day. That's why I wanted to throw recipes in here and there on some of these Vlogmas videos. That way I could reserve time to do things. But I was very productive yesterday. I was working on my lantern, almost have it all done. I was kind of, like I said, looking up some ideas. I've resigned to the fact that this decorating will not be done until this weekend. Tomorrow I get off early, so I think I'm gonna do all of my grocery shopping tomorrow. Since I get off so early, and then Saturday and Sunday I can concentrate on decorating and editing. That'll be my plan, and I hope to be caught up by Monday. I have one other like crafting video I want to film and weave it into a Vlogmas video. I have a lot of recipes that I want to make this weekend and fold those into some Vlogmas videos. And they're all new recipes, so I would love to have the extra time. Today's is gonna be super easy because it's really convenience type stuff. But the rest of the time it's like from scratch stuff, so I wanna have that extra time to make them and test them out and all that. So this weekend is gonna be super busy, so having my grocery shopping done tomorrow will be amazing. Which means also I need to make a meal plan tonight. So I'm gonna work on that tonight instead of decorating. So I apologize. I'm gonna be one of those people that decorating's not gonna be done until this weekend. I'm just a little late to the game. But it'll look good. And I will do a whole video on it, of course. So, okay, well, I'm gonna get to work. My 5 minutes are up. And I'll talk to you guys at lunchtime or when I eat something. I'm not hungry right now, so I'm just gonna have my coffee. I may just make another cup of coffee and just call that good. No idea what's for lunch. I grabbed a yogurt. It is almost 11. It's the first chance I've had to eat anything. My stomach though really didn't start growling until like the last hour or so. So there we go. For some reason today I am incredibly sleepy and just not feeling it. You know, sometimes you just don't feel it. I just don't feel it today at all. I think I need to find myself, excuse me, a really good Christmas movie and put it on while I work the rest of the the hour before lunch, and I think that'll make me feel better. I think that's what I need to do. I actually found one that I started watching last night that was really good. Let me tell you the name of it. Also, I'm listening to a really good podcast. It's good, but it's sad. It's like one of those ones, it's kind of like, okay, so this movie is called Hometown Christmas. It's available, if you have Amazon Prime, it's available on Amazon Video for free. And so far, it is super cute. It's super cheesy, but it's cute. Anyway, so what was I just saying? Oh, this podcast. It's super sad though. It's about a couple of cases through Texas Child Protective Services where the people have like lost their kids and they shouldn't have, and it's called Do No Harm. It's one of the Wondery ones. Definitely check it out if you like kind of those type of like it's not really crime, but kind of a crime, but it's like courtroom and just a story about what happened. And I have one episode left. Doesn't come out till next week. I'm assuming the trajectory that this is going, and by the commentary by the parents that are, you know, been interviewed by this news correspondent that did this podcast, that they get their kids back. But I have been kind of waiting to look it up because I kind of want to hear the rest of it. And then after I'm completely done with the podcast, I'm going to look up the history of these two cases. But it's so sad. And I understand. It's like you get kind of torn in between these two things. You know, it's like, you know, CPS is there to help kids, you know, that's their whole like goal is to make sure the kids are in a safe situation. But then you have, and so it's kind of like how, I don't know, it's really good. It is totally driven mostly by the healthcare workers, which I have to feel like, you know, they're also in a tough position. It's a very tough position, but it's an interesting, very, very interesting podcast. So check that out. I'm also still doing Dr. Death 2, the second season of Dr. Death. It's not quite as interesting as the first one. The first season I felt like was really, really like good. This one I'm finding myself not as looking forward to each week's episode. But it's still good, but it's just not as good as the other one. But that's so far what I'm doing besides my regular podcasts that I listen to on a regular basis. Okay, let's make some muffins. We are going to make some gingerbread muffins using a couple of shortcuts. So let me go grab my can get dark here for a second. I had to look up the spices and stuff to make it like gingerbready because I'm not starting a from scratch recipe. I'm just starting, I'm using some shortcuts and I want to show you how I'm doing that. Now, one of the ingredients, let's just talk about this right up front. Molasses. No, molasses is not keto. However, it kind of goes with what your definition of keto is. The true definition of keto is what keeps you in ketosis. So can you call this keto? Probably not, because probably if you consumed enough molasses, it would probably knock you out of, like a hair is driving me crazy. It would probably knock you out of ketosis. So these are low carb, definitely low carb muffins. I'm using 1 teaspoon of this. A tablespoon is a serving. We're making 12 muffins. So this is definitely spread across enough where this is a third, what, isn't it like 3 point something teaspoons, 4 teaspoons in a tablespoon, something like that. So definitely being spread where it's not gonna add anything, I don't think, to the final like carb count. But it's just more for flavor. You can leave this out. Definitely you can leave this out. Starting with this. I found this at Marshall's, $4.99, excellent price. These are vanilla bean cake mix. This is a vanilla bean cake mix. I'm gonna use it as muffins. It uses the Zen Sweet monk fruit sweetener. It says it's grain-free, keto-friendly, vegan, low-carb, gluten-free. So we have 17 total carbs, 4 fiber, and 9 sugar alcohols, which makes us 4 net carbs for 1 muffin. And I think that's preparing it the way that it's calling for. So if you want to do the original method, we'll do 3 eggs, 1/3 of a cup of oil. I'm using coconut oil, and 1/3 of a cup of water. However, I wanted to make them gingerbread. Inspired this was, I saw a recipe on Pinterest for gingerbread, or not gingerbread, it was for granola muffins. So muffins with granola mixed in it. Thought, what a great idea. Then I got my Lolli's gingerbread cookie clusters in the mail. Seasonal product. It started December 1st. They bring it out every year. It's just a limited time, so if you want to go snatch this, this is the time to. I tried it last year. It was amazing. It's really good. Their products are unbelievable. Great ingredients. I'm not sponsored, but I am one of their ambassadors, so they do send me their products to try out, and I do have a what do you call it? I have a discount code that you can use down below. So my plan is to make the muffins, add in the granola or cookie clusters, and we'll see how it works out. We'll see. So as far as the other ingredients, I'm going to do a teaspoon of the molasses. I'm going to do 1.5 teaspoons of ginger, 1.5 teaspoons of cinnamon, then 1/2 teaspoon each of cloves, nutmeg, and allspice. Then I have my 3 eggs and my coconut oil, which I am going to microwave so it's nice and runny. So let's go ahead and get my my super cute bowl that I got at Marshall's. I thought this would be perfect for the holiday season. Let me grab my tripod, get it set up, and let's make some muffins. Tell me I'm not the only one that every time you open something like this, you smell it. So I smelled it to see like how vanilla-y it smelled, and it doesn't have a really strong vanilla smell. So that's probably good considering that we're doing gingerbread. I also never use a mixer for muffins. Muffins you have to be really careful with over mixing, because if you do use a mixer, that's fine, but you will get fluffier muffins in general if you don't use a mixer, because it's really easy to over mix with even a hand mixer or a stand mixer. So for me, whenever I make any muffins, whether it's a low carb muffin or a regular muffin, I always hand mix it. So let me make sure there's no special instructions. Okay, the oven is already preheated to 350. I am using my silicone muffin cups because that makes it super easy. Okay, it just says whisk eggs, oil, water, or vinegar, oil and water in a large bowl, add remaining mix. Oh, so I was supposed to mix a lot of stuff first, but we're just gonna dump it all in because the mix is already in there. So we'll do our 3 eggs, our oil. So why does it say vinegar? So apparently you can, oh, and the vegan version, so there's a vegan version, it has you use vinegar instead of eggs. So that's why. Okay, so we are going to whisk that up, and I will be back after this is all mixed up and we'll add in the rest of our stuff. So what I did was I whisked it, and then just until everything was just combined, then I just used a rubber spatula to make sure there's no mix on the bottom or anything. So let's add in the rest of our stuff here. So we'll do a teaspoon of molasses. Again, you can leave this out. I'm just think this will add a little bit of flavor, you know, more of that gingerbread flavor, because if you look at any gingerbread muffin recipe or bread recipe or cookie recipe, it always has molasses in it. Of course, they usually have like 1/2 cup of molasses, so definitely a lot less. So this may do absolutely nothing. We'll see. And let's say we're gonna do 1.5 teaspoons of ginger. This is a 1/2 teaspoon scoop. 1.5 teaspoons of cinnamon. You can tell I'm very liberal with my spices. Oh my goodness, that one does not want to come out. And then we'll do 1/2 teaspoon of nutmeg, 1/2 teaspoon of ground cloves, and 1/2 teaspoon of allspice. Now, isn't allspice like some of the same stuff? I don't know. As far as the granola or the cookie clusters, as it's called, I'm doing a cup. I have no idea how much to do, to be honest. I mean, this is just something I'm kind of making up. I could have went actually and looked at the granola recipe that I found, but I didn't even think about that. But I think a cup is a good thing to start with. So let me mix this up really well, and then we'll get it scooped into the muffin cups. Took a lot of stirring, but we got it together. I tasted the batter. It tastes amazing. I wanted to let you guys know, I will link down below. I'll find like a basic vanilla cupcake or vanilla muffin recipe. I will link it down below. That way, if you want to replicate this and don't have any kind of keto-friendly, you know, vanilla cake mix or vanilla muffin mix or something like that, then you can use that one. So I'll just find some basic one and put it down there. That way you can replicate this recipe if you'd like. And also, I mean, if you don't have the Lolli's cookie clusters, you can probably use any granola for this at all. I mean, I would think that any kind of granola, just find like a cinnamon type granola, and then I think you'll still get the same effect. So, but I definitely recommend the Lolli's. It is really good. Okay, so we're gonna start scooping them into our muffin cups. On the back of the muffin mix, it does say to cook the cupcakes. This is if you want to make cupcakes. So I guess this is like a cake mix probably. To make cupcakes, then cook them for 18 to 20 minutes. If you do it in like a cake pan form, it's 30 to 35 minutes. So we'll do this. We'll start at 18 and check them after 18 minutes. And then I will definitely be trying this on camera to let you know what I think. So these are going to go into a 350-degree oven for those 18 minutes, and I'll let you know exactly how long it took. And this is making exactly 12 muffins. I have a little tiny bit left here, so I'll just put it in one of these ones that's not quite as full as the others. But I love it when a mix comes out exactly to match what you're doing. Don't those look beautiful? They smell really good, and like I said, the batter tastes absolutely amazing. Timer went off, as you can hear. Don't judge my oven, y'all. Real life here, real life. It is a little bit dirty down there. Okay, I'm gonna get a toothpick. We're gonna test this. OMG, y'all. The smell of this is absolutely amazing. Test came out clean. Let's turn our oven off. I'm really bad at remembering to do that. We're gonna let these cool down. I'm gonna make some lunch. I think I'm gonna make a wrap. But I'm still finishing my editing, my video that's going up on Sunday. It's a little crafting video. I am having so much fun editing it because it is one of my favorite things I have ever crafted, and I absolutely love it. Cannot wait for you guys to see that video. Anyway, so by the time I get done, these should be cool. I didn't start taking my lunch until 10 after, so I have 25 minutes before I have to be back to my desk. So that should be plenty of time for these to cool down, me make my lunch, and we will test it out. Oh, I'm so excited. I did buy lunch meat this last time that I went to the store. So the lunch meat that I had in there was from like 2 weeks ago. It did not look good. So I'm just gonna leftover low carb taco pie that I made last night. I did record this recipe, so it will be up sometime in the next couple weeks. I think I'm gonna have this with some sour cream, guacamole, sour cream, guacamole, some Taco Bell sauce. My lettuce looked terrible too, so I can't even put lettuce on top of it. You can always tell when it's into the week and almost time for grocery shopping because everything is, you know, just not looking that great. So I put this together, then we will try one of these next. Lunch, I know it's not the most appetizing looking, but it is absolutely amazing. It is so good. Okay, so let's look at these muffins. Really good. That's good. I wonder if well, I'm getting bites of the granola. I'd say maybe I should have put more granola in, but that's amazing. That is amazing. I think it's, like I said, it would be good, I think, with any granola. It's just that added extra kind of crunch in there. So just pick you up some granola, whatever kind of your favorite granola is, if you can't get the Lolli's. Because we added so many spices in there, the gingerbread flavor of the Lolli's, it does add to it, but because of all those other spices, it's, you know, it's spot on gingerbread. So again, I will link a vanilla cupcake or vanilla muffin keto friendly recipe down below if you can't find any mix. I will link Lolli's down below. I will link a couple of granolas that I use that are like cinnamon pecan flavored or whatever that I like. I'll link that down there. I will also write out this entire recipe, how I made it. That's a good treat. Advent calendar time. Seems to be my theme is to do this around 3 o'clock every day. Okay, we have 1 and we have 2 and we have 3 right there. And what do we got today? We have a little Santa. I think I'm gonna wait and have the, oh, here comes the little pup because he thinks these are treats. Funny story, I did find an advent calendar for dogs at Costco, but when I was looking at it, I think it was made more for bigger dogs. My dog is such a baby when it comes to, because we have babied him, is the reason, where he thinks he has to have everything like cut up super small, and I think I was afraid there'd be things in there I wouldn't be able to cut up, so I didn't get it for the dogs. But anyway, I think I'm gonna save this because I'm gonna have some iced coffee here in a little bit. I have been really wanting iced coffee, so I'm gonna make some iced coffee in a little bit. I will show you when I have that and what I put in it. So I think I'll save this little treat for then. Coffee time. I'm gonna do this cold brew vanilla from Javalia. It's 1 part coffee, 1 part milk, or I guess it's just milk. The other one I have says milk or water. I'm gonna use the macadamia milk, and then I'm gonna use like a couple tablespoons of the heavy cream. I wanna use some sort of, what do you call it? Syrup, but oh my goodness. I don't know which one. I'm thinking the cinnamon dolce. I think that would go good with the vanilla or the vanilla caramel cream. Oh yeah, definitely have to do this one. There is the deliciousness. Yes, 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 yes. So I'm gonna close up today's vlog. I don't think I'm gonna have anything to eat for dinner. I'll put something up here if I have anything, but I am just so stuffed from everything I had today. It's just one of those days I'm not very hungry, even though I didn't eat breakfast, but that taco pie is so absolutely filling. But I may just have some little snacky stuff, like maybe some pepperoni and salami and cheese or something like that, or maybe just a quick little salad, I don't know, but I will put it up here. Hope you guys enjoyed today's vlog. I wanted to let you know that I have been reading all your comments that have been coming through, but I probably will not have time to answer or comment on any of your comments and questions until this weekend. I'm just really behind it, but you guys know I'm just busting my butt to get videos filmed and uploaded and spending my day with you plus working. So I do read the comments, and I've been trying to heart them to let you know that I'm reading them, but I will get back to them this weekend. And I will see you guys in tomorrow's video. What do we have planned for tomorrow? Probably just a regular day, because I don't think I have anything planned. I'm gonna go to Michael's. Oh, I'm gonna go grocery shopping. So I may have a little bit to show you, but I'm gonna do a whole separate haul for the groceries. I don't know. It's just gonna be another day. We'll just have another day. So I will see you guys tomorrow. Bye guys.